I have naked photos of myself in my bedroom on my walls, and they're like full spread, beautiful art pieces on my wall. I was gonna take them down because the maintenance man had to come in to do some kind of like check in all the buildings or whatever, but I got too busy and I forgot to take them down, and then the maintenance man came in, and now I know that I have naked photos of myself in my bedroom.
I don't even know if I can hate on this because technically it's her house. But at the same time, it's like, why would you not cover that up? I know she's not, I know it doesn't hurt her. She's, if a man, it depends on the man. Now it depends on the man who comes up and says, oh man, those pictures are so, they were so hot. Now you can't say that, but you're just like, oh man, nice works of art, and then just keep on walking. Now they'd be wrong if they said something. Oh, I'm going to tell the management. But if it's somebody that she like that hit on her, then all of a sudden it's okay to say that.
Why a lot of men love being single. So ladies, if you're watching this, this is what you're up against and what you're competing against. 1, he can enjoy all of his hobbies without being nagged or put down or his hobbies made fun of. His friends might lightly tease him, but for the most part, they're probably into the same hobbies he is, and he's gonna have so much fun with them. So if you're in a relationship with a man, make sure you show full support for his hobbies. 2, he doesn't have to worry about financially serving anybody. Unfortunately, for a lot of men, relationships are insanely expensive. There's always that joke that he went to the restaurant without his girlfriend and he only had to spend like $10. Whereas with his girlfriend, he would have spent 50. Now that's probably an exaggeration, but you get what I'm getting at. And next, they can live and decorate the way they want to. They don't feel the need to have all these weird items around the house for no apparent purpose other than to collect dust. They can have that simple, minimalist setup that looks clean and beautiful, and it's effortless to maintain.
Guys are super simple. Slob on his knob without being asked. Bake him some listen to him and be interested in his interests. It really is that simple. And then you got him wrapped around your finger.
You know what's very disrespectful? Seeing a woman having a drink and food by herself and asking for her number without paying the bill.
A billionaire came up to you and offered you $20 million to break up with your current significant other under the condition that you don't get back together with them. Would you do it?
One of my married friends told me that when you get married, your husband or your wife or whoever you're marrying, when you get married, your partner actually becomes your immediate family.
We saw a disproportionate amount of men, specifically young men, voting for Donald Trump. And when I would talk to these men, they would say, I feel unheard. I feel unseen. I feel like I'm told that it's wrong to be a man. This idea of toxic masculinity. But what does that do to society when you have a group of people feeling like that, actually?
Well, we know what it does to some degree. I mean, half of women 30 and younger now are childless. Half in the West. And half of them will never have a child. That's the stats. And 95% of them will regret it. So those would be involuntarily childless women over the age of 30. 1 in 4 now. Why? Because the relationship between men and women has been radically disrupted, right? And while pornography is obviously contributing to that as well, skepticism about marriage, not least because the laws around marriage are punishing for men who dare to become married, especially in light of the potentially catastrophic consequences of divorce on the economic side and on the child. So there are a lot of forces working to separate men and women. How could that be anything other than a catastrophe?
Leave my son. You're not good enough.
Dad, what do you mean? There's no value on love.
Yes. Her dad is not a dragon.
But Dad, there's no value you can put on love. We're in love. There's nothing that can separate us.
Here.
Yeah.
6-bedroom mansion in Menteng.
Bye.
I told you, son, when money talk, walks. Michelle, go to my room.
You know, it's actually so crazy that women do not say sorry. Women do not apologize. Instead, women gaslight men into apologizing for things that they're not even at fault for. And then these same women will sit there and wonder why their relationships don't work out. I'm sorry, they won't sit there and wonder why their relationships don't work out, because that would take some self-accountability and reflection, because that would take some real work, right? That would take some real accountability. So instead, they take the easy way out. They blame men.
So I'm no marriage counselor and I'm also not a therapist, but I can tell you right now why a lot of you guys are divorced. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. For context, this video was me telling you guys I'm cooking for my husband with no clothes on. Okay. That's not something I do often. So here comes Sue. Sue comes into the comments like, oh my God, your kids are home? Susan, is this a bad time to tell you? I am pretty intimate with my husband on a regular basis, and we have full-time custody of our kids. They're there all the time. What do you want us to do? Should we put them outside? Should we lock them in a crate? Anyways, please don't deflect your weird childhood trauma onto me and my kids. Thank you. Moving on. There's lots of guys who are like, oh, if your husband acts like that seeing you with no clothes on, he clearly doesn't see it enough. I got news for you. Breaking news. I shower every day. Javier de Nunez is always jaw on the floor. Okay, he will eat this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you're not obsessed with your wife, you're not going to be happy here.
Do you hear that? She's got a husband. She was walking around naked, cooking for her husband. You can't make it up. You really can't make it up.
I'm out here in the cold, bro. Please.
Okay, go back upstairs.
Talk to me. I'm trying to talk
I'm not talking to you. I don't want to talk.
For what?
Hey, I'm cool, bro.
No, what do you mean you cool?
Yeah, I'm cool. Great.
I'm finna come with you.
You're not coming with me? You cool?
Why not?
Take it, man. Back up. What? Can you move?
No, because I love you. I'm sorry.
No, get away from me, bro. Please. Bro, get away from me. Dang, let me go, bro.
No, it's not gonna work.
Sir, can you tell they get off?
Sir, can you say...
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to get off. Get off, bro. I said, cool, bro. Can you let me go?
Please.
Yeah, you see my Uber driver patiently waited, bro. Go in your room, bro. Get off me. Man, watch out, bro. Bro, I know you cold and you ain't got on no shoes, gang. Watch out, bro. Go back in your hotel room. Oh, I don't need you to pay for it. Can you let me go home? Oh, I don't love you. Alright. Now move. Move. See, you whooping. Can you please let me go so I can go home? This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing, bro.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Quan,
Quan, how old are you?
27.
Okay, and what do you do?
I'm an outreach organizer for the community. I help with house bills, fight for house bills. I mentor kids that's at risk of going to prison. I also help people get jobs or training opportunities as well.
Very nice. All right. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
So I like to travel. I like to go on trails. Read. Knowledge is power. I like to go to different places, go on trails, go to different art museums, things like that.
Okay. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
Honestly, I don't really look for something, but I it's certain things that I just don't go for.
Okay, so
if somebody
right?
not emotionally mature or somebody that's super loud all the time, it's a time and place for everything.
Mm-hmm.
They certain things that I just don't go for, but I don't really have a specific type.
Okay.
If you feel me.
So your deal breaker is someone who's loud all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other deal breakers?
I don't like females that have ugly feet though.
Ugly feet?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. All right. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm Tiana. I'm 23.
How you doing?
I'm fine, and you? I would say You are a very handsome man. You're not
Thank you.
ugly at all. I would say I pop my balloon because just the way you speak,
The way I speak, how I speak.
I just feel like it wouldn't clash with my personality. I don't know. Like, I just feel like I don't know how to explain it, but I just don't feel like we clicked initially. You know, there's nothing wrong with you at all. You're very handsome, but no, I don't feel like we clicked at all.
That's
like
fine.
intelligently, like just like that. You know.
But you said I'm not intelligent?
No, I'm not saying you're not. I
That
knew
is
that you were
crazy.
gonna go there. I'm not saying you're not intelligent. You're probably a very smart man. I'm not saying that at all. I just feel like
Well, I was about to
wouldn't
quiz
click,
you.
you know? Just like you can see somebody and they speak a certain way, you'll be like, oh, I know I can't get used to that type shit, you know?
I'm very educated, but I am from like Baltimore, so I do have an
I'm
accent.
from Milwaukee, Wisconsin,
Yeah,
but
so-
there's certain shit. There's certain things that you can change.
Respect.
It don't matter where you're from. Like, you can change that.
Respect.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
She cool. I mean, I don't really know her. Looking at her,
Yeah, like I
she
don't know
definitely-
you enough, so I don't really have a lot to go off of, but I don't feel like we would click,
That's fine.
you know?
Thank you.
It wouldn't clash with my personality. It wouldn't clash with my personality. These women, man. He's just talking about it. He's just talking about the way he speaks and how she just doesn't like it. And then she goes and says something like, it wouldn't clash with my personality. Man, what is happening out here today?
Cooking with Kaya is just another example that y'all ain't really girls. And I just love how y'all keep exposing y'allself that the girls thing ain't real. I've been saying the girls thing wasn't real for a long time, and everybody thought that I was just being mean. But now everybody's finally getting to see that I wasn't being mean. I was being honest. It's not real. Y'all are mad, and I'm going to say jealous at the fact that there's a bunch of men making videos talking about how attractive this Cooking with Kaya girl is. And she is a nice looking girl with a nice natural body. And y'all are sitting up talking about, I don't get the hype. I don't get the hype. Let me sit you down and look you in your face when I tell you this.
It's not for you.
It's not for you to get the hype. It's not for you, right? If men are getting online and saying that they find her to be attractive, you questioning why they find her attractive is weird.
Strange.
These men keep telling y'all that they like natural women. They want a naturally attractive girl with a nice fit body. She fits all of that. She got a nice natural face. She got a nice natural body. All right. But y'all are so hung up and so brainwashed by these BBL outrageous proportioned bodies that you just find it so hard to believe that men could just like a natural fit body. Like you can't fathom that because you're so brainwashed that you think that out of proportion body is what everybody want because that's what you want. That's what you think look good, right? You think all that makeup with them bust down wigs is what everybody want because that's what you like, right? You like that Jada way to look. You like that Ari look. So you assume that that's what every man must fantasize about. No, it's not. It's not. And they keep telling y'all that. But again, because y'all are still so silly and stupid that you keep mixing in what men like to sleep with, what men lust after versus what men actually like. Because you still can't separate that in 2024, you still keep defaulting to this BBL bust down Instagram baddie look as being every man's dream. And it's not, it's your dream. You want to look like those girls. You want to be those girls, and you're projecting it onto men.
So I signed up for a trial kickboxing class, right? and the session was today. So I go to the session, and it is a one-on-one with me and a very attractive trainer. Okay, the vibes are nice, the vibes are very professional, we have a great time. And then at the end he says we need to stretch. I said agreed, let's stretch. So we're doing some pretty standard stretching, you know, it's going great. And then he says, okay, turn around and put your back against the ring, because we were kickboxing in the ring. So of course I do as I'm told, and he says lift a leg up. So I lift one of my legs up, and this man grabs it. He grabs my leg and just starts lifting it up, maintaining eye contact and lifting it up. And then we're just looking at each other, silent, and suddenly he goes, just let me know when you need me to stop.
Exactly, stretching you. Why are you being weird right now? It's a kickboxing class. It's a kickboxing class. You literally, that's, what's going on with these modern women?
So I'm like, okay, mind you, I am a flexible woman. So he just kept going, and I just kept like...
He's stretching you.
And then eventually it gets to the point where my leg is so high up that my bare foot, toes out, are in line with his ear. And I say, that's enough. I could have went further, but enough was enough. So he holds the stretch, silent as a bird, and then he drops my leg and says, other one? So then he grabs the other leg and we repeat the process. And at some point during that whole thing,
professional,
he said to me, you're pretty flexible. No shit, Sherlock. Oh shit. And at this point, I don't know what to think, because he's an attractive man and my legs are spread wide open directly towards him. And he's the one doing it. And then eventually he puts that leg down and he says, now turn around. And I do as I am told, okay? I turn around and he says, give me your wrists. So he's holding my wrists and I am having flashbacks, okay? And there's no way that man was not doing that and not also thinking the same exact thing I was thinking. And then he let me go and he showed me, you know, the memberships and all the options. But in my head, I'm thinking there's no way I can see this man again, because I will do something I shouldn't do.
Yeah, so
I signed up for a trial.
This looks like just standard training stuff is really all it is. If a man were to be talking about a woman like this, then it would be a problem. We've known people that have gotten in trouble for this type of talk. Men, actually, that have gotten in trouble for this type of talking. But it seems to be okay when a woman does it. This would be borderline essay, to be honest with you, if a man were to be talking to or about a woman in this manner. But like men continue to say about these modern women, it's only okay if you're attractive. So man is literally being professional, and she's thinking that it's anything other. You have 50 Shades of kickboxing in here. Like, dude, this is straight out of a romance novel. No, it's not. He didn't say anything. He was just being silent. He's not making any small talk, just being silent.
When you hear single women saying, I can't find a good man, you're not finding them. You're not discovering them with a telescope to see where they're at. No, you're sorting through them. There's a difference. Yeah, because you have your choice. You are the one in power. You can be like, no, too stupid, too ugly, too hairy, next. We can't do that as guys. We can't be like, no, too crazy, too crazy. That comes standard in all of them? Okay. I like doing that joke because there's two type of women in the room right now. The ones that laughed at that joke, kiss them. Those are beautiful women. They know how to take a joke. They know I didn't say that personally to them. Then there's the ones that are staring at me like this. Because she thinks I'm talking about her. And I am.
I acted inappropriately with my best friend's boyfriend, or so she says I did, because I apparently did the most unforgivable thing this past weekend, but I need to know what you guys think. My best friend is claiming that
No, you don't.
am flirting with her boyfriend. So my friend and her boyfriend have been together for about 5 years. I'm kind of like the third one in the relationship. We always joke that we're a throuple. And mind you, that was a joke she started. Over the past year, they've been having some issues in their relationship. There isn't as much affection and attention as there used to be. Anyway, so we are out to karaoke, the three of us. We had just had dinner. Her boyfriend was nice enough to pay for dinner, and I was super grateful. So we're at karaoke. We've had some drinks, and me and her boyfriend decide to pick out a song, and we pick out her favorite Christmas song, All I Want for Christmas Is You. And by the time she gets back from the bathroom, the song starts to play. So we go up on the stage and me and her boyfriend start singing All I Want for Christmas Is You. He has his arm around me and he's pointing to his girlfriend, but then like once in a while he points at me, but as a joke. Still, I could see why this would upset my friend. She was PMSing on top of all of this. So after we sing that song, she is just weird for the rest of the evening. And
So it's your friend's fault.
then her boyfriend asked me if I would like for him to walk me to my car because it is a little bit of a sketchy area. And then my friend flips out. She turns to her boyfriend and says she can take care of herself. She can walk herself to her car.
can.
And then I'm like, okay, this looks like a you guys issue. And I head out. Since that night, my friend has completely gone off on me, tells me that I'm not a girl's girl, says that she doesn't want me around her boyfriend at all. And I don't know, I can't help but think that I did something wrong. Can you guys let me know if I deserve this treatment? I
actually don't even know if she did anything wrong. They picked out a song as karaoke. They're a friends group. One thing I would say is that, and I think it looks like some people in the comments are kind of saying the same thing. I think you might have overstepped, right? I know you guys are friends, but even as friends, there's just some things that you don't do. Even if he would have asked, you let him be in the wrong by himself. You maintain your friendship with her, knowing and understanding, oh man, that was a joke that she made up. No, like you don't say that. Well, she made up a joke that what was it? Basically all three of us are in a relationship. Yeah, that's probably because y'all be together all the time, right? But by no means does that mean that you need to be acting like you about to be with a man and stuff like that. You know good and well what she was going through, what she was talking about, right? Obviously, he needed to set some boundaries too, but yeah, man, I think you did something to a lesser degree. I think you have to remember, hey, we're not in a relationship and put some boundaries there.